When you find a piece of fabric you like in these awesome donations a parent gave us, cut the fabric at the very edge closest to the binding so you have as much fabric as possible to work with. I chose this piece of fabric, and now my next step is to pick a leaf design that will fit on it. There are a few different patterns you can use, and I'm choosing this one because even though my fabric is small, the leaf should fit on it no problem. Now I'm going to cut out this pattern so that I can use it and other kids can use it, and it doesn't have the extra paper around it. Here's my pattern laying on the back side of my fabric. My next step will be to trace around it and then cut it with a good pair of scissors. You can use a marker for this. You can use a pencil. It doesn't have to be permanent. Because it's on the back side, the tracing that you did should be covered up by your paper with your words of hope. Now I'm going to take this pair of Fiskars from the art room that's good for cutting fabric, and I'm going to cut out along my tracing line. You have to go slowly probably because some of these fabrics are a little thicker, but do it carefully too because this will be up in Miss Wender's room a long time. I made an artistic choice here and left the zigzag edge on the leaf. That was how it was when I got the piece of fabric, and I think it looks kind of cool. Now we're going to attach the paper to the back. Get a piece of white paper and then trace that same leaf pattern onto your white paper and cut it out. Now that I have both pieces cut out, I want to make sure that I put them in the right direction, and I want to make sure I can find which way the paper goes on top of the leaf so that they line up perfectly. My last step will be to write my words of hope on this side of the leaf. Before you do your final words of hope for your leaf, use the pattern and trace it and practice writing your words of hope in the leaf outline in your notebook. Then, neither of these I like, but hopefully you'll get to a point where you like them. Then you're going to write your final words of hope on your leaf. I did something in Spanish, paz y luz. That means peace and light. And I'm going to color it in a little bit before I glue it onto my leaf. Okay. Unscrew your top. If the top was screwed on, the glue should not be dried in there. You should be able to use it. Do about a spaghetti noodle of glue along the edges and then a little in the middle. And then carefully lay your paper on top. Press it down. Your last step will be hole punch right here. Pass the pipe cleaner through and hang it. If the paper is flaring up at all, you can always put a book on top of it for a few minutes to let it dry. Then it should dry flat. When you go to punch the hole, punch it somewhere in the stem. Hopefully your stem is thick enough that you'll have enough room on both sides. If the hole punch doesn't work here, you can always punch it farther down into your leaf. I just did with mine carefully with the scissors, and now I'm going to pass my pipe cleaner through. And I put my pipe cleaner, the two ends back, and then I should wrap this like this so that it stays. And then the other side, I'm going to wrap around the tree of humanity. Let's pretend like this chair leg is a branch. You're going to want to pass your pipe cleaner all the way around, and then let's do 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times twisting. And with the end of your pipe cleaner, you could do something decorative, like create another little leaf design, like that. Or you could do a spiral, kind of like that. And that's how our leaves will hang with words of hope on the tree of humanity. Have fun with this, you guys.